Hello everyone, it's Cuban, and I recently picked up the X-Man Tornado V3. I've heard a lot of good things about this cube, so I decided to get on my own, and it is crazy good. I got the flagship version, which was like the mid version. It was 32 bucks. It was in between the standard and the Pioneer, which the Pioneer has maglev. And this cube is crazy good, and it actually became my new main, just how good this cube is. So let's talk about it. So to kick things off, this cube is 55.5 millimeters, which is a half a millimeter bigger than the V2, which I personally prefer this size. It feels way bigger than the V2. The V2 seemed very small. It's one of the things I didn't really like about it, but it's a nice size, 55.5 millimeters, and it's also 72 grams, which, considering that there's corner to core magnets in here, it's actually very good. I don't know about the maglev and the standard version, how heavy those are, because I got the flagship version, if you didn't know. The flagship at least is 72 grams, which is very nice. And yeah, the weight is very nice, the size is nice, and the colors, I feel like they're way more bright than the V2. Yeah, it might just be the black internals in the V2 that make them look darker, but I think it's just the colors themselves. They're definitely brighter on the V3 than on the V2. Yeah, they're definitely brighter, which I personally prefer the V3 colors. Just they're way brighter. I like that. But yeah, the colors are brighter on the V3. And okay, so some people prefer black internals, but personally I like primary internals just because, I don't know, I feel like it looks more premium, more nice. I don't know why. It's just I really like the primary internal look. Black internals, so the colors definitely pop out more in black internals, which, yeah, I like how the colors, you can see them better. It feels like on black internals just because they pop out more. But this review is not about colors. It's about this cube itself. So one thing that was bad about the V2 was the reverse corner cutting, which they definitely fixed in the V3. It's definitely better. It's not the best corner cutting in the world. There are better out there, but it's definitely better, way better. It's a little bit there. Yeah, a little rough, but it's definitely better than the V2. Like the V2 it's very rough corner cutting. Yeah, the V3 is better at corner cutting, and it has the same adjustable magnet system as the V2. If I can get this camera to focus. Oh boy. Okay. Focus. Okay, there we go. Okay, so you can't see the numbers or anything, but there's a plus sign and a minus sign, which is pretty much like what setting it's on. The plus is the strongest magnet. The minus is the weakest magnet. Right now it's on medium. That's what it came out of the box, which I like that setting a lot. Same thing on the V2. It's that same setting, but yeah, so it's just the same magnets. But okay, bro. This is so annoying. My camera is very bad at focusing, just so you know. But now the adjustment system. It is the exact same as the V2, except it has one fancy little thing. It's the same like style because it has like the hole there and then like the groove in the plastic right there. So if you don't know how it works, whatever number is lined up on the outside, lined up with like the grooves, is the axis distance, I believe. Yeah, the axis distance. The bigger the number, the tighter, or the less axis distance there is. And as you can see, it's at 2 right now, so it's fairly light. I like my cubes slightly uncontrollable. Some people prefer more control. It came out of the box as 3, and also then there's the spring tensioning system, which is in the middle, and I don't know how well the camera's picking up, but there's a circle, okay, like a circle opening that has the number, and it's the same thing. The higher the number, the more spring tension there is. So it's at 2. So right now it's at 2, which it came out of the box 3 and 3, which I like 2, but it came, so with the V2, you had to use a tool. It came with this like black tool that you had to like put it in and turn it. But this one actually comes with a lunchbox thingy. I don't know what it's called. I believe it's called lunchbox thingy. It is kind of hard to find the handle thing. Oh, there it is. So as you can see here, you don't need a tool to adjust it. You can just use your fingers whenever you want. It's very nice. Just be careful because it can break. Mine hasn't broken, but I've seen videos that has broken before, and it is pretty fragile. But you can turn clockwise to adjust the axis distance. So as you can see, the outer number moves and then lines up with the groove counterclockwise for the spring tension. And as you can see, now it's at 3-3, which was the original setting that it came out of the box. I don't want to mess up my settings too much. I'll just reset them back to what I had. But yeah, it's very nice how there's that like spring tension, or just not spring, just overall tensioning a lunchbox tool thing, which is very nice. And to adjust the magnet, it does come with this transparent tool thing right here, which you can just, it's a flathead screwdriver. You can just put it in that groove on the magnet and then turn it to what you like. The higher the setting, if you go to the plus, it's the strongest magnet, and then the minus is the least. And I have it on the moderate setting, which a lot of people prefer, just like medium magnet strength, which I definitely prefer, so I just leave it like that. As you can see with this is the flagship version, and it does come with corner to core magnets, which you can see right there. The standard version of the V3 does not have corner to core magnets, and the Pioneer has corner to core magnets and maglev, which I've heard it's pretty nice, but I honestly don't really I can't really tell the difference between maglev and spring. I mean, a lot of people say it's faster, it feels different, but I actually can feel it feels a little bit less friction, but I don't know, I can't feel the speed difference or anything, so I just went with the flagship version, which is still very good. Now for the cube's performance, it performs outstanding. It's very fast, very controllable. I get 0 lockups. The corner cutting is great. This cube is crazy. It's really good. Compared to the V2, it feels so much better, and the feeling of it okay, it's hard to explain the feeling. It feels more clicky, I guess you could say, okay? This one feels more clicky, but the V2 feels more hollow. More hollow, yeah, that is what I feel. Okay, I'm sorry, my camera's not focusing. So, I really like I prefer the feeling on the V3, honestly. It feels a little more controllable. That's probably the corner to core magnets. But I don't know, it feels better, okay? And here, you can even hear the difference. This one's more clickier. And the V2. Yeah, so this one feels more clickier, and the V2 feels more hollow. Also, this one is, I forgot to say something. I totally forgot what I was gonna say. The Tornado V3, it has way more of a higher tone, and it's a little bit more loud than the V2. The V2 is quieter and a way lower of a tone, I think. So yeah, that's one thing I can definitely, the first thing, when I get it out of the box, that's one thing that I noticed. It just sounds way different, which it's not a bad sounding at all. It's not okay, so it's not loud, because when I say it's louder than the V2, it's not loud at all. It's crazy quiet. It's similar to the quietness of the Diane Tangen, okay? The Diane Tangen V2. The Diane Tangen it's quiet, okay? It's definitely quiet, very quiet. And that's the V2. I'm sorry, that's the V2, okay? The Diane Tangen V2, it's louder than the version 1, but the V2, it's about the similar volume to the V3 Tornado. So many cube names. Now this cube is $32. $32 is the flagship version, so it has corner to core magnets. For $32, it's insane. I'd recommend this cube over a lot of cubes. It's crazy good. It has better performance than a GAN cube, I think, in my opinion. It's a really good cube, okay? And I'd recommend it over a lot of cubes. I said that already. But so GAN cube, they're good, okay, and everything. They're dying, I guess you could say. I mean, a lot of people still use them, but I just feel like they're not as popular anymore as they used to be, and a lot of other cube companies are getting more popular, okay? So, I don't know, what I'm trying to say is the Tornado V3 is great, okay? That's literally trying to say. Just sum this entire video into, a few words. The Tornado V3 is great. I'd recommend buying it, okay? Yeah, okay, anyways, I'm sorry, I can't speak today. Thank you guys all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like and consider subscribing. It will really help me out. And don't forget to turn that notification bell on so you can get notified whenever I upload a new video, because I'm planning on actually making a video about GAN, if it's any good anymore, because I mean they're good, but yeah, so make sure you stick around and watch that, and goodbye.